The grandma fights off the carjackers in Philadelphia with a broomstick. Welcome back to another unemployed video. Cartoon Raccoon Animal welcomes you to another video. This is a big video. We're talking about my girlfriend's hallucinating, carjacking in Philly, jobs don't hire Gen Z anymore, abandoned in the woods, dark matters leaking into our dimension, the stock market is detached from reality, and much, much, much more in this one big YouTube video for you all. Cartoon Animal welcomes you to the land of unemployment. This is another day of being unemployed in America. Yeah, we're unemployed forever. We're unemployed forever. We're unemployed forever kind of thing. My girlfriend did drugs and smoked and is hallucinating into thinking she's in a dream. So all this happened was so I was in Newark, New Jersey, right? It's a Spanish community, right? I was at the time had a Spanish girlfriend, and she liked to do lots of drugs, hallucinating, and all the stuff I can't actually say on YouTube. But she was hallucinating a little more than usual. She's saying that when she was on this type of substance, she was seeing animals that weren't there. She was seeing the wall fade in and out. She was talking to herself and stuff like that. And I never experienced someone talking to themselves, or maybe they're talking to themselves for a reason, or it's not because they're on the substance or they're on drugs. They're talking to themselves because they're actually crazy in the head. There's a lot of mental illness in the world, not just Philadelphia, but there's 20, even though I live in Kensington, Philadelphia, in the superhood, there's a lot of parts of America where people are actually mentally crazy or actually insane. I think the number is 20% or something like that in America. It's pretty standard nowadays that people are actually crazy in America, because everyone wants to be rich and a millionaire and billionaire and have thousands of millions of dollars, where I'm just an unemployed cartoon raccoon on the internet that's just doing this YouTube thing for fun. We're not even doing this for money. We are doing it for profit at some point in time, but right now we're doing this for free. So the one day my girlfriend was saying that she was seeing the walls move, and I was like, are you on a substance right now, right? Are you on drugs? And she was like, yeah, kind of, maybe. I was like, kind of, maybe, or you on fucking drugs or not? Kind of, maybe you on drugs, or you are not. This is the shit that I deal with on a daily basis, right? That she was she speaks 80% Spanish and 20% American, so it's kind of hard, really understanding. I'm still learning Spanish, Espanol, stuff like that, deportes, the sports, football. I'm just learning Spanish still, favorita, my favorite sport is soccer. But I'm learning Spanish at the same time as dating this chick that's hallucinating on drugs, and it's okay, this is a pretty interesting time to be alive while hyperinflation is going on and everything's skyrocketing prices, and cars are now $100,000 for a pickup truck. All that all together kind of adds to my dilemma of should I date a girl that's have a girlfriend, a woman that is on drugs, or date someone that's not on drugs? Because I think dating someone, what do you think, chat? Would you think that dating someone on drugs is a good thing or bad thing? Because maybe it's I respect that you're hallucinating, seeing walls move and animals that aren't there, but I don't mind that. I'm going to still be your boyfriend in this moment, because I love you. I love you lots. Just like I love this YouTube channel, because I'm a cartoon animal. But when I'm dressed up as a cartoon raccoon animal, say I'm a YouTuber and I'm unemployed, and she's like, yeah, you're unemployed, you're a cartoon raccoon, I can do drugs and do substance all I want, I was like, oh yeah, I know, you can do whatever you want in life. I'm not telling you what you can and can't do in this life. do whatever you want in life. You know? Do whatever you want in life. If you want to do substance and drugs and I be a cartoon animal on the internet, so be it. So be it. Like, and when she's like arguing with me in Spanish, that's like spicy, that's hot to me. I'm like, ooh, you're arguing with me in Spanish, that's kind of hot. I don't mind that. Like, if you're like dating someone and they just date someone that loves you for who you are. People are in these relationships that kind of like suck, that kind of, they're means to no end. Like, they just suck. The relationships just kind of like, or just like horrible. And I just hope that, like, as I become more and more famous on YouTube as a cartoon animal, like, I will have more and more girlfriends maybe, or I have one girlfriend that I will love a lot. And I was thinking about this a lot, and I was like, what happens if I have a girlfriend that's like doing illegal stuff? Or do I have a sober one? Or do I have one that drinks a lot or smokes drugs a lot? Like, I was thinking about this like in my bed. I was thinking about this a lot in my bed in my mom's house, and I was like, maybe I don't give a shit. You know, maybe I just don't give a shit in life. You know, there's nothing wrong with not giving a shit in life. The more you care about stuff, the worse it actually gets, I feel like. Okay, so I just got a schedule update, Instagram posts. I'm not posting any Instagrams today. But I'm trying to make some more short YouTube shorts. But that's why I'm like asking you guys, like on YouTube, do you think like I should date this woman that's in Newark, that speaks Spanish, that's on hallucinating, seeing animals and stuff like that? Or sometimes she gets violent and she like punches the walls and stuff like that, and just gets like super angry and just like runs around the neighborhood and stuff like that, and they call the police on her. This is a whole thing, and like, I don't know. Like, if you ask me, I think it's alright. There's nothing wrong with being yourself in life. Be yourself, whatever you want to be in this messed up kind of world. But choose to be who you want to be in life. If you want to be employed, be unemployed. If you want to be, let's say, a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist, a tech bro that's getting laid off right now because of AI, you be whatever you want in life. Like, if you want to be a food delivery person, if you want to be Uber driver, you make that decision of who you want to actually be. You want to be work in restaurants. You want to be your own boss in life. Like, there's so much judgment of like, oh, you should do this, you shouldn't be doing drugs, or you shouldn't be doing this. That maybe, like, if she likes, like, I'm spilling some tea right now, but if she likes to do drugs and goes to parties and stuff like that, and like she tries to bring me into this, I'm just living my life as a cartoon raccoon, you know. I'm just like, I'm there, I'm left, I'm right, I'm up and down, I'm like all in these different, and this sometimes in life, maybe I'll drive to another state, maybe I'll drive to the beach or something like that, maybe I'll go to social events. Like, there's no, like, stopping me as a cartoon animal of doing what I want to do in life. Just like, no stopping her, if she wants to, and by the way, this Dunkin', I got 2 sugar-free vanilla syrups, 2 blueberry shots, and a protein milk. It's actually not that good. Mocha cookie flavor is better. It tastes like I'm drinking water right now, mixed with milk. So it's kind of disgusting. I might get another coffee later on, you know. On to the next thing. But, like, if she's punching the walls and angry and getting pissed off at everyone because she's, like, hallucinating, but then when she's not on drugs, she's, like, super cool and super chill and she's lit and she's, like, having a fun blast, and, you know, the romantic life is fun, you know, the flirting is fun, and she's, like, touches me and stuff, and it's all fun, right? But when it gets, like, the bedroom and all this stuff and fun time, but when she turns into a completely different person, you know, completely different. Well, in YouTube, like, I turn into a different person. She turns into a different person. You know, and it's just how it goes. But in Philly, I watch the news in Philly a lot. And while we're on the subject of drugs, everyone's doing drugs in Kensington. Everyone's, in different kind of drugs, like not hallucinating drugs. But when I parked my car the other day, when I went to this social event, this dinner with a bunch of people, and I had a fun time, and hopefully these people are friends for life, right? There's so many carjackings in Philly that it kind of makes me, that I see it on the news all the time, that it makes me kind of like worry. I kind of worry about my own safety. I worry about my car. I worry about it getting towed. Like from my last couple of videos, I talked about my car being towed before. It was one of the scariest experiences for me. It's so scary. And sometimes I'll talk in a raccoon kind of cartoon animal kind of voice. So it was scary to me. It was scary getting my car jacked. No, my car towed. Car towed to the facility. Guantanamo, Philly. And it was like a whole gated thing. And I called the police because my car was vanished. Imagine if I had a McLaren or a Lamborghini or something like that. Like if I was parking my McLaren in Philly, there's nowhere to park. Like there's nowhere to really enjoy myself, or like how I describe park. Because they know what they're doing. The whole scam is they charge you for, they don't give you any parking spots, and then they try to illegally charge you. So it's not fair. I just think the parking in Philly is not fair. A lot of stuff's not fair in Philly, but definitely the parking stuff is not fair. They don't try to be fair. They try to be unfair and try to tow your car obliterate you by towing your car when you have no money and you have no job, and they take your car from you, and you're just a cartoon animal on the internet, and they just don't understand. I'm explaining to myself at the cash register, and when I was waiting 2 hours in line because these landscapers and this guy from Boston was like, this bullshit, this only happens in Philly. I'm like, yeah, it only does happen in Philly. This is bullcrap, And I was talking to this other chick, and she was like, yeah, you kind of get your car back tonight. I'm like, oh, thank God, but I was explain to them at the register while I'm dressed up as a cartoon animal, right? I'm like, I'm just a cartoon animal on the internet. Why you take my car away from me? You make me really sad. And it costs $250 to get my car back. I can't afford this. This lifestyle of being a YouTuber and just taking my car back. This is not fair in life. Why is this not fair in life? Why is it not fair? So, I was talking to them, and they're like, knock it off. They're like, right now, stop the shit right now, knock it off. And I was like, you don't tell me to knock it off. It's not fair in life that you tell me I'm a cartoon animal. You're discriminating against me that you can't get my car back. It's not fair to me. So, we're going to clip that because that was a crazy part of the video. 13 minutes in the video. But, yeah, what do they expect? What do they expect from, arguing with me because I'm me? I'm really who I am in Philly, and they're arguing with me, and the landscaper guy can't give his registration and documents and stuff like that. I was waiting in line for 2 hours, and Boston guys talking about Boston and stuff like that, just like in the commercials. He's talking about Boston. And I'm just getting super pissed off at that. There's very few. I'm Aquarius. That's my astrology sign. It's connected to the moon and crystals and stuff like that. But that's my astrology sign. But it's not people respect me for who I am in life. And I really like to get to know people. My goal this year is to have a girlfriend. And my goal is to move out of my mom's house. So these goals are not helping when they tow my car when we're in poverty in Philly, near Kensington. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help me at all. You kind of wonder about stuff in life. It's not fair. It really isn't. But this is the life we live. The life we live, that it's kind of you wonder what happens in life. It's and even if you meet new friends, do you have, ever since 2020, everyone's been on edge and don't want to make friends and stuff like that. And when I ask for people's numbers at social event, they're like, oh yeah, sure. So it's like there's this freedom part that people still want to make friends in life, but they can't because it's I blame it like the social media platforms for this shit. And I wouldn't say mostly TikTok and stuff like that, but I'm saying like in general, like know what you're getting into. Know what you're getting into in life. Like, and since we're 15 minutes in the video, click the link in the bio for a Cameo request. If you want to request a Cameo, share with your friends. Follow me on Cameo. I want to be the biggest Cameo star. As a cartoon raccoon animal, you get cartoon raccoon cameos, you know? It's cool. They're only $20. They're linking in the bio. Boston. It's Boston. We can talk about Boston. We'll talk about Jackson and Philly. We'll talk about anything, you know? But that's good we got that out of the way. What the hell were we even talking about? So we're talking about that, oh yeah, since 2020, everyone's being more antisocial. No one wants to go to social events. And like, they're like, how do you have time in life when you're like a manager and stuff like that, or you don't have a job to like go out to social events and stuff like that? If you don't put yourself out in life and you don't ask for people's numbers, you're going to have a shitty life. Just, you got to like, and people are like, oh, how do I make friends and stuff like that? Yeah, you got to go in this world and actually make friends. Success in life is impossible if you don't try in life. Like, I'm going to text these people I just got their phone numbers, and, you know, I may have success in life or I may not. But you will never have success in life if you never ask for someone's number and actually, you know, go for a date for them, or you go hang out with them or be friends with them. Success is impossible if you never decide you want to actually be successful in life, you know? So you got to make a decision on your own. Do you want to be successful in life by having a social group or multiple social groups? Like now, my social group has grown 5 bigger than it was yesterday because I have 5 new numbers. So like maybe this year my goal is to, like, what's my SMART goal for this year is probably to make more friends, you know, like I've been the last 2 years, honestly, with like unemployment stuff like that, it's been really getting to my head and shit like that. It's been really like getting into my head, like that, how it's just so hard in life to like make friends and stuff like that. And do you guys like my new hat? It's a Nike hat. I'm not selling you this. It's my new hat that I wear for the social event. See, I match it with my Apple Watch, and I have a bunch of bracelets. I'm just telling you guys. So I'm like today I'm rocking purple. So I'm like purple hat, purple watch, purple shirt, black. It's actually a super cool outfit. I have purple shorts on. I wish I could show you bros and ladies of the night my purple shorts, but I'm not trying to move the camera and stop the video because we're 17 minutes in. But I want to get, so like, my life being unemployed is I wake up in my mom's house and like, hey Ma, can I get breakfast? Hey Ma, can I get a coffee? Boston, can I get a coffee? Because I'm a cartoon animal on the YouTubes. Help me out, give me a break. So when is an employer going to hire me? And some people in the comment section is like, hey, I'll hire you as a cartoon animal for my business, a landscaper and stuff. That's why I have brand deals. Email jeremybranddeals at yahoo.com. It may change in the future, but the link is in the bio. If you want a brand deal for, like, if you're a major brand and you want paid advertisement, and it will fund my mission of being a YouTuber. It's in the link in the bio. It sucks because I'm not trying to promote myself constantly, but it's actually fun right now that we're having fun. Over 18 minutes in the video, so I just start promoting some stuff. Like I promoted my Cameo, my brand deals, and I'm going to be rich off this YouTube stuff maybe in the future. Even though I'm doing this for fun, you guys don't understand. I'm actually, like, I found my niche on YouTube, like my cartoon raccoon stuff. This is like my like niche on YouTube, and maybe I'll put that in the hashtag. So if you search cartoon raccoon, you'll see my videos. And then I'll tell, like, if I get a new girlfriend, I'm like, yeah, search cartoon animal on the internet, you'll see me, maybe, you know. So, like, and I was thinking with my YouTube channel, should I have, this is more personal for you guys. We're going to talk about a lot of different subjects. I think this video is going to be like 2 hours long or something like that. Because, like, after this, I'm going to text these women, see if they want to, like, hang out next week or something like that. So, like, that's after the YouTube video. And then, like, because I have more time to text them and stuff, like, I don't have time to text. I have my iPad here, but what's that? Like, jobs will hire Gen Z, and they see me as a animal, and I feel like this discriminate against me. I'm just saying. Like, like they see me as an animal, and they're like, "Oh no, we won't hire Jerem because he's a cartoon animal on the internet." Or like, if I get a job, what does everyone think of me being an animal on the internet? Like they're like, "Oh, you furry, you furry, you freak, you fucking freak," and I'm like, "Yeah, like people are disrespectful in this life, and it's like we need more respect, we need more love. Like I love my entire YouTube fans. I love you guys." Have more respect and love for people in life, that you will never, like, you need to love your friends, love your girlfriend, love, even if you're like, let's say if you're like, or love your boyfriend, whatever it is, or love your soulmate, and you can't care what people think about you, like in life that much. Like you gotta detach yourself from life, have your fun in life, and have a social life, and have business and stuff like that, money, stuff like that. But like the whole goal is not to become a millionaire, billionaire. That was never like the goal, I think, of me. The goal is to have the badass life, the most badass life, and I feel like I'm achieving that this year. Like 2026 has been fucking crazy, I can tell you that. Like 2026 been like an adventure, like a crazy adventure. Like it's been so fun so far. Like I hope it keeps going. It's just beginning. Like when I make this social friend group, and then we're gonna go to EDM events and all this other stuff, and like this, it just starts. Like it starts with you. It starts if you want to have an adventure life, you gotta want that for yourself. You gotta. And maybe you don't want it. Maybe you want to sit in the cubicle and hate your life. I mean, I'm not saying that's like your end goal. That's why people feel trapped. People in the cage by society, by dollars and money. You get controlled by these entities that want to control you. Like when I scroll on Instagram and I'm seeing dark matter is leaking into our dimension, is causing evil and demonic presence in the world. And I really think that's actually happening right now. And I don't know what that is, but there's a lot more evil in the world. Like if we lived in a perfect world, there wouldn't be any carjackings. There wouldn't be people sticking up the store. There would be no robberies. There's no like evil like attentions. Like evil only exists because dark matter is spilling into our dimension from another dimension of aliens. But like that's super deep that I just went into detail about, and maybe people don't understand like the dark matter changing into evil and stuff like that, which is causing evil, might I add. But like evil, if you really think about it, like actually let's search AI, let's search evil, what actually causes evil. Let's go on. I have my iPad right here. Let's go on, what's Safari? So let's look up what causes evil. Evil in life. Evil in life arises from a combination of personal moral feelings. Vices like greed and envy. That shit's definitely happening right now, just like the stock market, which we're gonna talk about. That's nonstop going up. Physiology factors, influential influences, and misuse of free will is often described as a result of human choices, including the inability to resist temptation and act justification of harmful actions to serve personal selfish goals. So if you don't have selfish goals, you're for humanity. You're actually a person. Like this AI thing is taking off, and the stock market is hitting constantly all time highs constantly. I'm unemployed. I'm a cartoon raccoon, and the stock market's hitting all time highs, and I have no money, and inflation's doubling. But like I described, that's what causes evil. Like dark matter spilling into our dimension. This is actually a factor of what's actually going on in life. So key factors. So you can read this as well. Internal factors and character rooted in vices such as greed, jealousy, or lack of empathy, which can corrupt character and lead to destructive behavior. The pursuit of self-interest. Evil acts are often driven by desire of power, wealth, or a need to a self-image. Physiological and biological factors such as brain chemistry and functions. Environmental conditioning, early childhood experiences, trauma, and social environments play a significant role in shaping behavior. justification in situational forces, as discussed in studies like the blank effect, the devil effect. Ordinary people can be pushed towards or justify harmful actions due to specific situations, pressure, sometimes at 1% at a time, which is fascinating to me. So you have addiction 1% at a time in life. You have to beat your addictions. Like today, I beat my addiction of, I'm going to describe, it's not like massages, but like it's something like that. So how I describe it. And I feel good and stuff like that, but I realize it's addiction. And you got to destroy addictions. Like, if you want to have like the next chapter of your life, you have to destroy addictions and not be so connected to the world around you. So we're 25 minutes in the video. $25.50. So we're going to talk about some other stuff, but we're going to talk about social media. I'm going to drink some water. What happened to water too? Like lemonade was $26.40. We're going to clip that. That's like a dead part of the video. And you all big YouTubers, you know what I mean. So we'll probably clip that out. Like this, water is highly underrated. People need to drink more water to feel better in life. They drink this like Coca-Cola, Pepsi. I'm not talking about like sodas. I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm just saying they drink these stuff that causes cavities and stuff like that. And one lesson, like my mother told me as a cartoon raccoon, and I was a little baby raccoon. And thank you for joining the video, baby raccoon. So, when I was young and a baby raccoon, my mother told me to go to the dentist a lot, and that made me actually hate the dentist and not go. Now I have cavities and I have mouth problems and body problems and stuff like that. But I think that's going to get resolved because I'm going to go to the dentist. Yes, I am. That's a good thing you go to the dentist. Go to the dentist, have fun in life. Well, thank you, Cartoon Baby Animal. And thank you for joining the YouTube video. Cartoon Baby Animal. Thanks for watching the YouTube video. This is so entertaining, isn't it? So entertaining. Hello, Cartoon Baby Raccoon. Oh my God. Oh my God, this YouTube video. Let's take a turn. Stop. Okay, so we had a little moment there at 28 minutes in the video. But every time someone posts on social media, their shadow detaches. And I'm like, that's so interesting. Like, what does that even mean? If life has like dark matter and stuff like that, and like your shadow detaches if you post on social media, I'm like, that's fucking crazy, dude. Like, your soul detaches when you post, you scroll on social media, and what I believe, you should have a adventurous life, but so doom scrolling has never been more present in our current lives, and it's actually like doom scrolling on social media, you just like, it's a nothing void. It's what's replacing his actual friends or having a life is doom scrolling. And I think everyone, like me, my baby raccoon will actually agree with me. You shouldn't like live a life of doom scrolling and scrolling on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but like Threads or whatever the new thing is. I'm not calling anybody out yet again, but I'm just saying it's highly addicting. And when they're saying it's not addicting, it is. Life is addicting, and you got to figure out what's addicting, the addictions you want in your life, like vapes, or that may hurt your body long term. Like, you need to have everything like in moderation. Everything in moderation is good. If you have too much stuff, like that's like too much and that's not moderated, that your life becomes spirals out of control. So you're this sole life being in this infinite universe of this. Let's say whether it's flat Earth or not. If we live in a simulation, that's up for debate. But I'm not saying we're in a simulation or in anything like that. But I'm just saying, you know that if you're in a simulation or not, doom scrolling on social media is some shit that's in the simulation. I'm not joking like that. That people, or it's evil, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the evil shit that's actually going on in the world is connected to social media. Social media has a more influence on us than ever before in the entire history of the United States. Like, we're seeing, like, the stock market infinitely go up because hyperinflation, CPI is like 3.9% now. But, like, you're seeing, like, the infinite inflation of us printing trillions of dollars. And what the fuck does that even mean if we're, like... Let's look at how much the national debt is right now. Let's see. Not interested. Okay, national debt. National debt. The U.S. stands at $331 trillion. So if you see that figure, maybe I can zoom into that. That looks like the Bitcoin chart, kind of. Look at that. That's how much debt we're in right now. You see how big that chart is? And then it says like $31 trillion right there. I'm like, that's nuts. That's nuts that we're at $31 trillion. The U.S. national debt currently exceeds $39 trillion, which is lower than the entire U.S. economy. The massive total represents all deficits accumulated over the nation's history. Roughly 114,000 every person owes. So that's actually some scary shit. So what happens, like, we're going to witness in our lives that the dollar actually becoming worthless. And like, when we're like doom scrolling on social media and we're like, hold on a second, moving my mic. Hear me. Like, when we're doom scrolling on social media and we're like seeing like a cartoon animal, a raccoon. You're seeing maybe the famous YouTubers. You see famous athletes, you see hot models. Like, what do you see on social media? Like, when you scroll on social media, what is it actually telling you? What story is it telling you? Like, it's not telling you real life. It's like, when you scroll on social media, it just, like, destroys you, I feel like. And it's like addiction. And then you get to see social media, oh, my God, my back. So, like, the social media companies are kind of, like... I wouldn't say they have evil intentions, but they kind of do or kind of don't. So, like, I feel like they want to kind of hold us kind of hostage in their own little bubble and stuff like that. And it's, like, crazy. It's like scary, Like, I'm generally scared for our future kids. And, like, if I have kids of baby raccoons as my kids because I'm a cartoon animal, right? And my baby raccoons, I will train them to be I wouldn't say anti-government, but I'll train them to be disobedient, Tell them to do whatever the fuck you want to do in life. If you want to go to a party at 1 a.m., go to a party at 1 a.m. And the people are going to say I'm the most badass dad ever, I'm going to pull up in like a McLaren in my Ferrari and stuff like that. Or I'm going to pull up in my Kia, my Kia or Hyundai, and I'm going to have like millions of dollars and shit. I'm going to pull up in the fucking Rolex and shit, and like in a big truck or something like that. And people are like, oh shit. Like, he's a cartoon animal. And I'm going to have my cartoon animal costume on when I drop off my baby raccoons at school. If school even exists in the future. Like, YouTube's going to replace school. 100%. Like, 100%. Like, we're not going to have school anymore, so how are you going to make friends in life? Like, I feel like, me personally, like, Instagram Threads, TikTok, this is just the beginning of this. Like, it's gonna, like, become so, there's gonna be, just how, like, cryptocurrencies are, like, tens of thousands of them, there's gonna be tens of thousands of social media apps. It's gonna be fucking crazy. I'm telling you, this shit is gonna be nuts. When this get, like, there's big ones right now, they're gonna turn into small ones, too. Like, they're all gonna have their own purpose. Like, they're all, like, separate entities, you know? Like, I've been just so unemployed so much, and I'm just like, the job search is just getting to me. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do being a cartoon animal on the internet and being rejected from $15 per hour jobs over and over and over and over and over again? Over and over, cartoon animal. Yeah. So, like, that's just, like, my worry. And people know I don't give a shit in life. People know that I don't give a shit about anything. I do care about, like, people I love in life, my girlfriend, if I do have a girlfriend, stuff like that. I do care about the people in life that I do care about. But people in life that I don't care about, I really don't give a shit about. I'm just saying you right now, so, you know, just saying. Like, when I'm on my job search, I'm like, this job lame, this. There's no, like, everything is, like, if you look at the cars driving by, they're all different, all gray, white, and black, and they're, like, they're dull, they're all dull colors. Like, life is becoming dull and colorless and stuff like that. It wasn't like that in the future. It's just fucking corporations, mega $1 billion corporations out destroying the economy, train wrecking this shit. And I'm not joking. I'm like, this is actual real life, and it's like, let me check my text messages right now. Let me check. Let's see who texted me. Because I'm gonna text this person after this YouTube video, but because I haven't charged my mic in a bit. Not now. Hold up 1 second. I had my car on for 37 minutes. I'm gonna turn my car off. There we go. Turn the car off. Just experiencing life in this. So, when I grew up, I was like thinking a job's easy. Like, getting a job is easy. And it actually turns out getting a job is like super hard. Like, getting a job is so hard in life, and it's like, and I'm like crying in an interview. They're like, "Oh, we're not going to hire a cartoon animal." I'm like, and I'm like crying, and I'm like, he's like, suck it up. I'm like, he's like, don't cry. I'm like, I'm crying. I'm a cartoon animal. I'm not going to pay for my bills and stuff like that. I live in my mom's basement. And it's like, it's actually like the employers like laugh at me. I'm like, I don't appreciate people laughing at me in life. I don't appreciate people laughing at me in life, you know. And like, I really don't. When people laugh at me, I'm like, Barry, discharge 1. Please see the system after this. What does that mean? Let's see. Oh, I think my car's fine. Why say battery discharged for warning? What the hell does that even mean? Cars have a mind of their own. Maybe it wants me to turn my car off. Let's see. And just like, I think it wants me to open the door and close it. So, like, how many interviews have you gone in the last week? Like, how many interviews? Was it 1? Was it 3? Was it 5? Like me, I went in on no interviews because I just tell them I'm a raccoon animal, and they just instantly, like, they ghost me. Like, women ghost me like on dating apps, but one time some woman said I'm actually cute for being a raccoon. I'm like, I hope I get more women coming up to me, like Spanish women, that'll tell me like I'm cute, being a cartoon animal on the internet, because like I don't feel cute right now, and they need people to tell me I'm cute. Tell me I'm cute in life, you know. I'm gonna open the door because I'm overheating in this bitch. Ugh. I'm like trying to lay down, kind of. We're like 40 minutes in the YouTube video. I'm like laying down, chilling, because like this weekend it's supposed to be 90 degrees, and I'm not gonna like be able to. Oh, I need to bring my mic in. Oh, let's see. Let's put my mic right here. Yeah, so like I'm not gonna be able to make cartoon animal content, something like that, because it'll be 95 degrees next Tuesday. That hopefully I hang out with my new friends that I met on this social dinner kind of thing, or I'll meet new friends. I have plans for next week anyway, but like my goal is to have a badass social life. So like once I create that and I have like a lot of friends around me, I'm gonna have a really fun life. Because this, right now, this unemployed stuff is like, it's like drilling me. I'm getting fucking drilled right now. Like I'm crashing out and shit like that. It's like, it's not lit. It's like I'm crashing out, not having a job. And like when I'm going for these interviews, they're like, they want 3 years experience. I'm like, I have no experience. I'm a cartoon animal. Like, how can I get experience? Like this one job was gonna hire me for like $7 an hour. I'm like, I can't even get here. It costs like, the Uber costs $40 to get there. I'm like, I'm not even making money if I'm being paid $7 an hour. Like, how am I in 2026? I'm being paid $7, and that's $7.25. He's like, there's like, do you want to wash dishes? And there's like, and I showed up with my cartoon animal costume, kind of. They're like, do you want to like wash dishes and stuff like that? I'm like, do I? I love work, you know. But no, I actually don't love work. I kind of like, I do love work. Work is a gift from God. Somebody said that before. It really is. Whether you're a waiter or stock trader or you're a crypto trader or whatever you are in life, a doctor, a lawyer, or a manager or something like that. Got spit in my car because I spit and then landed on the bottom of this. But like, if I had money, what would I buy? If I had money in life, what would I buy? It's such a nice day out. It's 58 degrees, 60. Because being in a costume like this, you get overheated and stuff like that. Like, what do I want to buy in life? I want to buy subwoofers for my car. Like, right now, my mom is paying for my car insurance and car payment and my phone. Like, I don't actually have any bills because I have no job, right? And they said the job market is harder than ever before. I'm like, I totally agree. Job market is fucking hard. You know, it really is hard, and it's like not easy. Like this life is actually becoming harder and harder. Like I go into interviews and they laugh in my face that I want to get paid $7.25. Like if I go for a $15 per hour job, they really laugh in my face. So, like, you can't. It's like so sad because like I'm just like an incel. Like they call them a non-educated, what is it called? Non-educated in the work environment. And I feel like that's 25% of people right now are not, or unemployed, or it's like becoming, so like unemployment is like doubling somehow because of artificial intelligence and robots and stuff like that. And I'm like kind of like thinking like since I'm like been unemployed for so long, like what do I even like do? Like when we were in the interview, we talked about like I talked about the anti-gravity dark matter coming from other dimensions that's creating evil on Earth, and when the general manager was like actually laughing, he's like, yeah, when can you start? I'm like, may I start a job for $7.25 an hour? May I? I'm like, bullshit. I want a high paying job because I'm a cartoon animal. I want a high paying job. And he's like, you can come back whenever you want to get. I'm like, thanks a lot. And I just shook his hand and just left. But like that was my fun adventures of being unemployed. You know, like I got one interview in the last 2 weeks. Some people said they've been unemployed for like a year and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Being unemployed for a year, or like you're not a YouTuber or like TikToker or something like that, and you have no job and like no like roadmap or nothing like that. I'm like, that's crazy, dude. I'm like you gotta appreciate the moment and invest in the moment. I feel like in life, you gotta appreciate what you have, but you gotta also appreciate what you want. Like have a list. Like I have a list of stocks that I want to buy or crypto coins, and like I think these things are going to make me rich, but I need to make money first to invest in the stock market or crypto market. And then when I'm going on job interviews and they're constantly rejecting me, and they're like, "Oh, you're just a cartoon animal." I'm like, "Yes, I know I'm a cartoon animal. Do I need to bring Baby Raccoon with me to tell you that I'm a cartoon animal? No, no." But these employers want so much experience. I'm like, I have no experience at all, and I'm like just a cartoon animal. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, what more in life do they want from me? What more in life do they want? Like, that'll make them happy? Because, like, I don't know what they want in life. I don't. I just don't. I don't know what they want. What do they want from me? What do they want from me? I'm just a cartoon animal. What do they want from me? I don't know. I don't know what they want. I'm just giving them what they want. Well, 46 minutes in the video. I'm probably going to attach another video to this, but definitely share the video with all your friends. And I love everyone. I'll see you in the next video. If this is extended, if this is 46 minutes, hour 30 minutes, this is a bigger video. So thanks everyone for watching. And we're extended in the video, or we'll see you next time. Love everyone.